Welcome to Just the Facts. I'm Leslie Neely. Not sure how to do something in Owensboro? That's what we're here for. We'll answer all your how-to questions with easy-to-follow instructions. Today, we're with Public Events Director Tim Ross to show you how to apply for a special event permit.
Why do I need an application for a special event?
Anybody that's trying to do an event on the City of Owensboro on public property would need to do a special event permit for the city, and that's really important for a couple of reasons. One, we want to make sure that all of our first responders know when something big is taking place, so if they need to respond to something, they're aware of big crowds or street closures. And then secondly, we want to make sure that everybody's safe inside the event itself. So we want to make sure that we've got all the safety precautions there, and we've got insurance and things like that, so the public is safe for those attending and those that might just be passing by the event.
This is my first time applying for a special event permit. What do I need to know when filling out the application?
We try to make it really as easy as possible. The city website's the starting point for that, which is owensboro.org. And there's drop-down boxes across the top. So underneath departments, you'd click on the Special Events tab, and there's several different permits, applications that you can select. One of those would be the special event application. And then we've also got some for a noise variance or a road closure. Some folks are trying to do a block party, or one of the churches might be doing a picnic and they need a road closure next to them. So all of those applications are on that same page, but that special event application, and that's where you would tell us what the name of your event is, what date you're trying to do it, what the times are, the location of where you're trying to do that at. And then it walks you through step by step. It's take you 10 or 15 minutes at the most, but you'd give us all the details of the event, what you're trying to do. Is it a parade? Is it a sporting event? Is it just a picnic that somebody's doing? And give us all the details. In that application, you can also tell us any support that you might need. Whether we've got a limited number of things, but we do have picnic tables and bleachers. We have power if there's not typically power in those locations. Sometimes we can provide power for you and things like that. One of the things that we need on that event application is a map of your area. So if you say we want to host an event at Moreland Park, for instance, and we're going to have a stage, and we're going to have some inflatables, or we're going to have some vendors and some activities for kids, we need to know where you're anticipating putting those things. So we need a map to show us, and it can be something as simple that you just sketch out on paper and scan it and include that with us. We're working on something in that application process, so when you would select Moreland Park, a map would auto-generate into that. Hopefully we'll have that done later this year. And it'll have icons so you can just click and drag over onto the map to make that process a little bit easier, but getting that map's really important.
Do I need insurance for a special event?
Another thing that's important, most people are familiar with, but some are not, is insurance. It's one of the things that nobody really wants to talk about, but it's really, really important. We want to make sure that there is liability there for you, really to protect the event organizer. Unfortunately, with today's society, insurance is really important. So when you've got the general public coming out, whether or not it's a 5K run, or if it's just an event that's got a bunch of kids at Moreland Park, you want to make sure that you have insurance to cover what you're doing in that space. Heaven forbid somebody trips and falls, or something falls on top of somebody. You want to make sure you've got insurance to cover yourself in case there is any litigation down the road. So we require that, and that insurance has to name the city additional insured, obviously, to protect us from what's happening in that space as well.
What happens after I submit my application?
We've looked at lots of other cities, and from the experience that we've got, we want to make it kind of a one-stop shop. We don't want the event organizer to have to worry about reaching out to the police department and then calling Public Works or calling the Parks Department with something different. We try to centralize that. So if you're going to apply for that event, somebody in our office, either Eric or myself, would be in touch with you to let you know we received your application. We'll circle back with any questions that you might have or that we might have about what you're trying to do. And then we'll meet with all the other city departments that would be involved in supporting your event or need to be aware of your event. Then any further questions we have, if it's a new event, we'd probably meet with you on site just so we can get a face-to-face and stand in the area here like we do many times at Smothers Park to say where are all of you trying to put things and where do you need power, and we can give you some helpful hints of if you moved your stage over here, there's available power, so we wouldn't have to bring in additional power that would be a cost to you. So that's a cost saving. So we're going to walk you through that process kind of step by step, and once we get the permit, we'll email that to you, but you'll have one contact. So if you've got questions about anything, if a date changes or if there's a weather issue, you can reach out to us via text or via email and let us know, and we can help you through that to make it as easy as possible.
Can the city help promote my event?
Another thing that we offer for any of these special events taking place is some additional promotion. We get requests regularly for what all is happening in town, what's going on this weekend. And so all the events that come through and get a special event permit, we post on our city website on the calendar of events. So we take the information from that application to list what time it's going to start, a contact information. If there's a website for that event, we'll put that link on our city calendar so people can get additional information about your event. And we also share that with the CVB, and they post it on visitowensboro.com. So it's just some additional promotion for folks we know we have visitors regularly that come into town. Folks that live here in town have got family in, they say, oh, there's probably something going on downtown, let's look and see. So whether or not it's the Soapbox Derby or whether or not it's a fundraiser or a community picnic for somebody, we post all those on site to give them some additional promotion.
For more information about special events going on around Owensboro or to apply for a special event permit, visit owensboro.org. Thanks for watching.